Pack your shit. Hey Thomas, let's go. Yo, one love, yo. They let me out this bitch now. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, no longer trapped. Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living while that shit is soon end. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced it. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Littlewoods State on the map. You can visit Lil Rody, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how it go, nigga, no longer trap. If you're feeling this shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me a few minutes and you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get clapped, then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more. Yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped.
Hey yo, we're gonna bring it back. But I need everybody to hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe now. Cause starting Monday, we're going back to YouTube week. So I need everybody to subscribe. Let's go.
C23. Pack your shit. Hey Thomas, let's go. Yo, one love, yo. They let me out this bitch now. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, no longer trapped. Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living while that shit is soon end. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced it. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Littlewoods State on the map. You can visit Lil Rody, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how it go, nigga, no longer trapped. If you're feeling this shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me a few minutes and you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get trapped, then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more. Yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Yo, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Y'all niggas be good. Word.
working, technical difficulty, but we working. But you know what I'm saying? Dope show. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good topics to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that hit that share button, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fit First. Shout out to my brother Joe Leezy up at Fit First, man. If you ain't up at Fit First, man, I don't know what you doing this morning, man, because they're over there working. You know what I'm saying? I told you to hit them up, tell them you want that No Longer Trap podcast FUPA package, man. You need that in your life. I'm telling you. You don't need to go to DR. You don't need to go to Brazil. You don't need to go. All you got to do is go over there to Fit First. And I'm just give me a 6 months. 6 months, man. And we're going to show you, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Fit First, man. My boy Joe over there working. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, I got a bunch of topics. I got a bunch of I got to shout out my boy Zip the Drip though. First and foremost, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I finally got in touch with him. I finally got in touch with Zip the Drip. Oh my God. Imagine that. Yo, so if y'all ain't subscribed to Zip the Drip, you go over there and subscribe to Zip the Drip, man. Man, check them out, man. They say, you think I'm something. Whoa, this man just did 18 years in prison. Oh, my God. Oh, this man is, whoa. But I'm telling you, he spits the real. I know that. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Zip the Drip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Corona Queens. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, it's something that I was watching on Zip show. And Zip was talking about, he said, yo, man, you know what's crazy? All us jail dudes, we all got the same, yo, I'm telling you, I don't know what prison does to you, but I don't know how it's just that, I don't know, man, you go inside a jail person's house, his room looks like a cell. Oh, my God. I just been seeing that lately, so when I seen Zip talk about it, hey, yo, fellas, we cannot put towels on our dresses. You can't put the cosmetics go in the bathroom. The cosmetics go in the bathroom, man. You can't put all the cosmetics all up on your soap and all of that. Nah, man, we're not in jail, man. We're not in jail. That shit stay in the bathroom. Yo, the cosmetics stay in the bathroom, man. Oh, my God. Come on, my brothers. We gotta. Now, it's sad, but it's reality. You understand what I'm saying? When you've been living a certain way for so long, it's just reality. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I see people, they tell me to take my shoes off. Yo, you're not in that cell, bro. The same guys that was in the jail telling me to take my shoes off when I go in their cell is trying to get me to take my shoes off when I go in their house. What if my socks are dirty? What if I got no socks on? What if my feet stink? Yo, the same guys. Yo, we gotta get out of that, man. Oh my God, man. Zip with the drip, man. Oh my God, man, that is crazy, man. Yo, that's crazy, man. And you know, every time, like I watch a podcast, I watch something, I try to learn something. I try to learn something from it. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing I learned from Zip, right? Yo, he speaks the truth, bro. Yo, he said something else that really touched me. He said, yo, when I came home from prison, I noticed all the young boys on the streets, they don't got nothing to look up to no more. and I couldn't picture what he was trying to say. And I was sitting there and I was like, I was watching him. I'm like, damn, Zip, what you getting at? He was like, yo, you remember when we was growing up? Yo, we looked up to the Kevin Densons, God rest his soul. You understand what I'm saying? We looked up to them guys. We looked up to them guys. Whether what they was doing, but they was out there in the corners. They was on the blocks. We was riding by them. They was out there. Nowadays, it ain't like that no more. The scammers and all the people everybody's hiding and stuff. The kids, they don't come out. They just look at you as go by in your car. They don't see the interaction is not the same. And I kind of get what he was saying. Like if you go down the streets, you don't see everybody. You remember when I grew up, used to go down Broad Street, South Side, East Side, Chad. You go by all of them hoods. Everybody was out there. It was a good time. Everybody was shooting dice. Everybody was out there with some game to get. It was something going on. Now society has changed, and they changed it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out there. You can't. There's nobody out there no more to direct these kids. At least when we was out there, we was getting directed. No matter if somebody was saying, yo, man, go to school. Yo, here, this is how you get some money. This is how you do this. We was getting directed somehow, some way. Nowadays, there's no direction out there. You go out there in the streets, you know who's the direction? Another young boy that all of the little young kids look up to. He's probably 19 years old, probably been to training school. They all look up to him. He's their guidance. He's 19. He don't know nothing, but he's their guidance. He's who they look up to. Because the older guys and all, everybody's not out there no more because you can't be. And I thought about that and I said, wow. Imagine if everybody just started hanging out on the streets like we used to. Reynolds Ave, Rose Street Posse. We used to have all kinds of posses. We used to have egg fights. Yo, we used to have fun. We used to go to skating. We all had our own jackets. We had fun, like, you understand? Yeah, we got into fights, of course. You know what I'm saying? But we was basketball players. We was football players. We was break dancers. We was car thieves. We was drug dealers. We was everything, man. You understand what I'm trying to say? These kids now, they don't got no guidance, so only thing they got is a 19-year-old kid, or they go to YouTube and watch young YBA Youngboy. And that's all they do all day. And play video games and how to shoot people. These kids know about war more than some of you dudes. You know why? These kids, some of these kids is on these games in real wars, like with other people on these games. They know strategic strategies, and you dudes don't. You think you've been out in the streets all these years. You don't even know these strategic strategies. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know. I don't know. Some people probably don't understand what I'm saying, but because you're not my age and you didn't grow up like I grew up. You understand what I'm saying? When we grew up, we was different, man. We was bad kids. I'm never going to dispute that. We wasn't bad kids. Was we disrespectful kids? Was we disrespectful kids? That's what you ask yourself. Ask yourself, was we disrespectful kids? And I need people that was my era that grew up with me. If some of my elders is on here, ask them, have I ever been disrespectful to them? Ask them, have I ever been disrespectful to them? They're going to say, he probably was fighting my son. He's probably having sex with my daughter. He probably robbed my house. He probably robbed my friend. He probably did this, that. But he never, when I seen him and I caught him doing something wrong, I got in his ass. And he didn't say nothing back. If he got caught stealing, he put that back. That's how I grew up. Can't not one adult that I grew up say ever that I was disrespectful to him. I thought about that in the shower today. I didn't do that. And this is what I try to tell the kids. If an adult says something to you, I don't care. Oh, my mother said I don't gotta listen to them. My mother said I don't gotta. Nah, that's wrong. You parents that teaching your kids that's wrong. You're 100% wrong. You're 100% wrong. That's why they get that mentality. They don't gotta listen to adults because you're at home telling them, oh, you don't gotta listen to her. You don't gotta listen to him. My mother never did that. You was doing what? Because they called my mother, Nisi. You know what he was doing? And my mother, hey, yo, can I tell you something about my mother? When somebody called my mother and they told my mother I did something, my mother stopped giving me the benefit of the doubt. My mother just commenced to whooping my ass. My mother didn't want to hear my side of the story. If I was doing something, nah. My credibility was gone. That was out. If an adult called my mother and told my mother I did something, my mother got to whooping my ass. Point blank, period. I didn't get the benefit of the doubt. And I didn't get the benefit of the doubt because of my actions, of my history. My mother knows I did it. She knew I did it. I lied to her too much. My mother knows when I'm lying. So she knew it. It was a waste of time getting it out my mouth. Ma, she's lying. Ma, I didn't do it. Bah, bah, bah. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I did it every time. Every time I did it. I did it every time. You know what I'm saying? Cool, good morning, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hit that share button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my big brother CC. Can somebody let CC know I got his cooler? Cool, I got his cooler. He put a post up. Somebody got my cooler. Tell him I got his cooler, man. Whew. CC's ready to huff and puff and blow the city down. Nah. AC, I got your cooler, brother. Hit me up. I'll pull up and drop it off to you. You know it's safe. Hey, man. Hold up. Hey, my next topic, right? I need all the fathers to really pay attention right now. I'm talking to fathers right now. After having a conversation with numerous fathers, we all came up with the same thing. And I want to talk about it. I know some of you women are going to get mad and you're going to have your opinions. But we got to talk about it. So hit that share button, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button. All right, first and foremost, right? Not every man is perfect. Not every father is perfect. But there are some fathers that are terrible fathers. Terrible fathers. Terrible fathers. There are some fathers that try. Though there are some fathers that put one foot forward. There are some great fathers in my city. Some great fathers in my city. But let me tell you guys something. You should never, ever, 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 ever take disrespect from a woman if you're taking care of your kids. And can I tell you what disrespect is? Being blocked. You should never, ever be blocked. Long as you take care of your children, I don't care if you put an inch foot forward. And as long as you contribute to your child, you should never be on a block list. You should never be on a block list. You should never be able to get hanged up on. You should never tolerate that. You know why? I don't even want to look at what the questions are right now. I want to tell y'all why. Because there's some dudes out there, right? They don't do nothing for their children. Nothing. No sneakers, no clothes, no Pampers, no nothing. Not one thing. But when they call you, you answer. All of you females do that. Not all of you. I'm not going to say all of you. I'm going to strike that. A lot of yous do that. Your answer to your baby's father won't block him. He beat you up, robbed you, destroyed your credit, destroyed your whole life. But you'll block me. A man that takes care of his children. You'll deprive me to see my children. A man that takes care of his children. You won't deprive him if he came knocking at that door. Hey, can I go see Michael? Ain't been there in 2 years. Hold on, he's right here. Michael will come to the door. Don't know this man. Come here, little Mikey. The kid looking at him. You put this kid through this, right? But your other kid, you'll fight with the kid's father. That's right there. Yo, I don't understand this. Yo, when I see this happen, when I talk to men and hear this is happening, and I see it now, and I go to this, when I go to people and I go, wow, much as I see you with your child, man, much as I see, damn, man, she's putting you through all of that. Or I see somebody come home and trying to do something for their children, and they're going through, and I go, damn, I feel bad, man. Because there are some brothers, yo, and I got to say this, and I said this before. There are some fathers that wasn't in their children's lives, but now they trying. And some of y'all women are not giving them a chance. You can't, if you're going to say, all right, he was at a bad point of his life, so he couldn't be there for his child, whether he was caught up with a woman, because that us men, sometimes we get caught up. I'm a man, I'll tell you. We get caught up. But it's a real man that comes back. Not years later, not a real man comes back and tries to make right. And if your females are not trying to let the man make right, and it's a push and pull, you're only destroying the child. You're not destroying him or you. You're destroying the child. So if a man is trying to even make an inch of trying to make progress to be in his child's life, you gotta let him. You gotta let him, man. I don't respect you women that don't. I'm gonna just put it that way. That's my opinion. That's why I love all my babies' mothers. I don't got that problem. I don't got that problem, and let me knock on something. I don't got that problem. But I see it so much. And that shit is terrible, man. So when I do fight with my kid's mother, though, I cherish our relationship that she does let me have with my children, or with my children, or with my son, or with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only hurting the child. And I had this conversation this morning with an individual, and like I told him, only thing you could do, brother, is keep trying. If the woman doesn't, the woman likes, see, most of the women that I've talked to, and this is even my kid's mother told me this before, consistency is everything, fellas. Consistent. Be consistent. That's all I can say. That was one of the best things my kids' mothers, because a few of them told me. You got to be consistent in your child's life. It's not all about money. I'm realizing that. It's not all about money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning every day to be a father. So like I told my man this morning, it's hard for me to give advice when I'm still struggling and I'm fighting with fatherhood myself. So I feel hypocritical. I feel I want to give it to you, but I don't really got the answer because I'm fighting for the answer sometimes. See, after you've been in prison for so long, right? And I never try to, I don't want people to think that I crutch on prison. But I gotta say this because most fathers have been to prison. And if you can admit it or not, we struggle with, when we come home, we're trying to be a father and trying to catch up in our kids' life, and we're trying to get back that love that we missed. In the process of doing that, it overpowers the love. It doesn't let the kid love us because we overpower them with gifts. We side with them. We try to nurture them from them years, the back when they was a baby. We try to nurture them. So what is happening is our fatherhood is not on point. And if a man can admit it, they can say, yo, you know what, Trap's right. But sometimes men, our ego, I know how to be a father. I know how to be a father. I know how to be a father. Nah. Some of us don't know how to be fathers. Because there's things in our lives that transpired that stops us 100% from being a father. I don't know if I make sense with saying that. When I say that, I mean, I'm gonna say for me. My mental health stops me from being a father. Why does it stop me from being a father? Because I can't sit down. I can't. I don't know my patience. It's like I can't explain it. Like if I wasn't live and I probably was sitting with somebody, I probably could explain it better. Because I really don't want to break down, and I got a lot of, it's a lot going on with that, right? But what I'm saying is, a lot of us men deal with this as being fathers. And the women don't understand this. So if a woman's not understanding this, you look like a terrible father. You look like a man that just can't sit still. You just look like a man that but they don't understand the road. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I say shout out to all the women that help their baby's father be better fathers. You know what I'm saying? Helping me be a better father is when you see me being impatient, calm me down. Babe, or Adrian, yo, Trap, calm down. Date, just chill, take a breather. Don't yell at me. Don't critique me. That infuse it. Can people? I don't understand. I don't know if I'm. Somebody people don't. I know I'm probably not making sense to you, and I hate that, but because I can't. If you was here and I could explain it to you, like in a scenario, like trying to get a scenario that you can understand. All right. So you walk in the room, your kids is in there. I sit down with the kids. I'm sitting down. Oh, with one. Just say one kid. You're sitting down with one kid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in the room. Everybody's sitting there. You don't know too many people. You understand what I'm saying? So you're sitting there with your kid. Your kid gets antsy and starts moving around. You get people are on phones and people are taking pictures, and you don't know these type of people. You understand what I'm saying? And you ain't used to being in rooms with people that you don't know. So you're kind of in an uncomfortable position. So my fatherhood's in question because my manhood's in question because I don't know these people. So I'm trying to focus on my son or my daughter, or you sitting there, and things are going on, and your attention span, this is where the mental health comes in. It's not. So now your baby's mother comes in. What are you doing? Why are you looking like that? Why you got the kid sitting there? Why you want to leave? Oh my God. You want to go with another bitch or something? You want to... That doesn't help fatherhood. Could anybody understand what I'm trying to say now I'm going to look at the board and understand if somebody understood what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, because I'm telling you, I'm only giving you I'm just trying to give it to you. I'm trying to think about what I say. I'm trying to give it to you. I don't know how to. See, one time, right, when I was in jail, I used to see this mental health doctor. Her name is Kathy. She's a great lady. She was in Northern Correctional when they sent me into another penitentiary when I was in segregation. And she used to come see me, and she told one thing that I learned from this lady. She told me, she said, you got to let things just come out. But as they come out, you try to make sense of it. And that's what I always be trying to do. But sometimes I feel like it's just not making sense. And I think my shit froze. Did I freeze? I froze, but I'm saying shout out to everybody in here, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Hey, man, I think I froze, man. I think this computer, I don't know what is going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this computer froze. You can't see me. I don't know. Let me see if I can switch this.
You'll be amazed at what you can do.
All right, yeah, you can still hear me though. All right, so that's good. Bet. Yeah, so that's just how I feel on that situation, and I think that women don't give us men, especially, and I'm not making excuses, man. For there's some terrible fathers, man. I'm not making no excuses, man. I don't want women, but after sitting with fathers that really be trying and they be going through the most, man. You know what I'm saying? The most, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and I'm not saying we're perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to keep making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm only trying to be a better person. I'm never, ever going to ever sit out here and say I'm perfect. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on the father ladder. I'm not even up on the highest. I don't even put myself on the highest. Maybe somebody else. I don't put myself on the highest. You understand what I'm saying? Because I strive and I struggle every day to be a better father. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I strive to the fellas my age when we come home from prison. You know what I'm saying? Because when I see guys come home from prison and I see their children taking advantage of them, I see people taking advantage of them, I know. You understand what I'm saying? I've been there. I seen it. I seen that cycle. You know what I'm saying? We got to break that cycle. You understand what I'm saying? When brothers is trying to mend their relationships with their children, man, we gotta at least think about it. If that man didn't touch that child sexually, he didn't hit that child, he didn't do no diabolical, the only thing he did, it was just absent in that child's life, I think that men deserve a chance. Every man deserves a chance. I just believe that with their children, man. That's just because I just think that us as men, right? And I want to say this again, right? I want to say that if we start cherishing, see a lot of men on our streets, right? They really don't love their kids. So that's why they'll go grab a gun and go to jail for the rest of their lives. But if we start loving our kids, loving our families, really loving your children and being there, you women sitting there going, yo, I'm going to push this child in his life. I'm going to make sure that he understands that he can't mess up. You know what I'm saying? This is in front of him. You understand what I'm saying? Don't push the children away. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you push the children away from guys like us, you understand what I'm saying? You know what happens? We start thinking we don't got nothing to live for. We start thinking we don't got nothing to live for. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you get a man to think he don't got nothing to live for, it becomes dangerous. And it becomes dangerous for society. And that's why I say that it starts with the females and the mothers at home to start giving brothers a chance, man. Because after sitting with brothers, man, crying with brothers that ain't got chances, they did bad things. Yes, they haven't been there in their child's life. Like I told them, yo, it was terrible. You should have never did that. Yes, he heard that 1,000 times. You can't beat a dead horse. But if you ever had love for that person, now, most of you if we had children together, we had some kind of love or bond. If there was any love or bond there, open your heart up that much, just a little bit. I'm not telling you, take my kid and, no, but let them chat. Let them start some. Let him make steps. You understand what I'm saying? Like I told my brothers this morning, yo, sometimes you got to make steps, bro. Sometimes you ain't going to just knock on the door and go, yo, can I take Michael? No. Sometimes it might just be, can I text my son? You mind if I call him? You mind if I pull up when you was at the park and see him? It takes steps. I understand that's your kid. I feel like that too. I shouldn't have to do that. I feel like that too. But once you did wrong, you got to try to I don't know if I'm making sense. Because I argued this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I just had to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't know how to get it to you. Like, you can't just, I understand it takes two to make a baby. That's yours. You have the right to take the baby. No. Yo, fellas. We lose them rights, right? When you leave your child unannounced, unprovided for, you lose your rights. I don't care what the courts say. Like I told him, this is some real shit. I'm telling you, this is men's shit, bruh. I don't care what the courts are saying. Once you leave your child, abandon your child, you don't take care of your child, you don't come see your child, you lose them rights as a man. I'm telling you that. We lose them rights as men, bro. Because these women, they make sure they clothe, food, shelter these kids. How is it right for us to just come back in these kids' life? You've been gone 4 years with some girl, and then you just pop up and you think you could, let's logically think about that. Like I told him, let's logically think about that. Let's logically think about that. Let's logically think about it. If you logically think about it, you're going to be like, nah, you right. I don't deserve that. I got to earn them. I got to earn them. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, there's some fathers out here on the street. How are you proud of your kid? You didn't do nothing in your kid's life. How can you be proud? When you be proud in the inside. Don't be posting it on social media because you look like a fool. Because the people that know, we're looking at you going, hey, that man ain't been in that kid's life. He didn't go to college. He didn't help that lady giving no money. He didn't help that woman do. Why is he on social media? Why? Because it looks cute. But the stepfather that was in that child's life that most likely helped that child succeed, you don't like that man. You don't like that man. You don't want him in the picture. He shouldn't be able to glorify your child because it's your sperm. No, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's not right at all. That's not right. I'm just saying that some men might not agree with me. I'm just saying for me, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I know people are going to say, nah, you bugging. That's on you. I mean, that to each his own, bro. To each his own, bro. You know what I mean? I can't stop the way people feel. I can't do that. Oh, we got some good conversations. I'm glad y'all are in the chats. I'm going to read them later and I'm going to respond to them. I love y'all. Yo, I'm serious. These are real conversations as men that we got to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? Because, yo, there's a lot of situations in the city, man. I know it's around the world, but I like to nip the stuff in the city. Because people don't want to talk about all these kids out here that don't got fathers. Because these fathers don't want to be fathers. I want to talk about it. You should never, ever let another woman stop you from being a father. If another woman tries to stop you from being a father, leave her. I got to tell you, you're a clown. You're a clown. You're a clown, man. If you even sense that, you're a clown. Because there's a lot of in my city, right? Like I was telling them this morning, if you let that woman take you away from your daughter for 4 years, she has a right to be mad. She has a right to be mad, man. You dudes are all sitting there, right? You just got all these fancy cars, your hot shot jewelry, your hot shot cars, your hot shot. You just traveling, posted all these pictures. But you don't take care of your kid. You don't acknowledge your kid. You don't see your kid. You don't even know what school your kid goes to. You ain't had a conversation with your child. How can you post pictures and how can you live? I don't, and then how can people even, I don't understand this, and then people go after people like me. There's a difference. Babies' mothers. You should be blocking them people out their lives. Don't block me. Them are the dudes that get blocked and all of that. They don't get to take their child. Them are the dudes you do that to. You don't block me. You make them earn their way in. I don't gotta, why should I have to earn my way in when I pay my dues? I pay my dues. No matter what it is. When my child calls, they get it. So why I pay my dues? Why? Why does men like me should be to have to go through that? That's all I'm saying. Why should men like me have to go through that? Men like me shouldn't have to go through that. Because you got men that I swear to God, they'll post, they're out there in San Juan eating lobster and steak. Did you see that their kids' mothers are struggling? You got your son over there. You got a daughter over here. You're just talking about the wrong people. That should be the posters and shit. That should be the posters. You're talking about the wrong people. Talk about the wrong shit. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Benny. Absolutely. I think that once a child gets, all right, this is my opinion. Once a child gets old enough to use the cell phone, a child can check in. But now, if your child is 12 years old and she sits on or he sits on the phone all day playing video games or talk, he can call his mother and father. He can. Why he can't check in? Remember when I was telling you? Sometimes when people like me, when you suffer from things, you become forgetful. Sometimes you're moody. Sometimes you don't want to talk. Sometimes you just don't want to call nobody. I don't want to call my kids. But when my kids call me, it brightens my mood up. It takes me out of that dark tunnel. When I'm joyful and when I'm me, I pick my phone up. Hey, Didi. Hey, Zando. Oh, I go by and see my kids. But when I'm in that dark place, see, I don't know if you can understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to explain. It's real hard to explain. Exactly. If the bond hasn't been built, how can I expect my child to call me? If you keep me isolated, we have to build that bond. We got to build that bond. So I understand what he's saying. You have to build that bond with your child so your child can call you. But what part is it on the parent to say, "Hey, Mike, you call your dad today? How's your dad doing? You talk to him?" Because sometimes as a child, these kids are getting so caught up in this new modern day. See, back when I was growing up, I called my dad or went to my dad's house. I got on the bike and I rode to my dad's house. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different. The modern day parenting and look at the mothers that parent from a phone. Let's talk about it. What about the mothers that parent from a phone? If you working all day long and your kid sleeps at night 5 days a week, you're parenting from a phone. Some of these women got 2-3 jobs. You're parenting from a phone. Women don't get critiqued for that. Women get called hustlers. Oh, she's on a grind. I'm being real though. I'm just saying. Is that not real? A woman is called a grinder if she works 3 jobs and she's parenting from her phone because she's working trying to pay the bills. And I respect that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying she's not critiqued. How many years does a mother supposed to tell her, I see it like this. Once your child gets the phone, this is my opinion. I just think once your child gets the phone, right? I think that a parent, you implement that. I think probably for, I want to say 60 days. After 60 days, it should be repetitious in the child's head because the father has kept it, what's that word? He kept it consistent. The father kept it consistent. So you don't even have to tell the child no more. The child already knows to call his dad because they kept it consistent. So it's up to the dad to keep it consistent because like a mom just said, what is a mother supposed to be sitting there for 5 years telling the kid for 5 years to call his father every day? No. Hell no. Hell no. Wheezy Wheeze. What's up, my brother? I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel with that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel on that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I want to switch topics before my hour is up. You understand what I'm saying? I got to talk about, yo, do you see that in New York, parolees can smoke weed? See, now, I know people are going, oh, God. Oh, God, oh, God. No. Oh, God, oh, God. Right? I said, if parolees in Rhode Island could smoke weed, people would be much calmer. I really think that we should push for that law for parolees to smoke weed. How can they do it in other states and they can't do it in Rhode Island? Weed is recreational. It's all around these parolees all day. All day they got to smell marijuana smoke. And if you've been in prison for a long time, your anxiety's up, down. A lot of these parolees, if they could smoke weed, they would relax more. They wouldn't. Some of them wouldn't probably go back to prison. You know how many parolees go back to prison for smoking marijuana? It would save the state money. You understand what I'm saying? They waste. Do you know the state wastes how much money they waste for dirty urines? They cost the city thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for marijuana smoke. So I've been looking at it this morning, right? The average every month is at least 10 to 15 individuals that are going to getting smoked for dirty urine, smoking weed. Now, just do the math at $100,000. I think it's I don't know. I think it's close to 100 a year. You're putting these guys back to jail, costing the taxpayers. If they just released all of the guys that was for dirty urines, it'd be millions of dollars the taxpayers would save. We'll have money to build gyms and have money for other shit in the city than bringing guys to jail for marijuana smoke. I'm telling you, that's not right. You understand what I'm saying? Guys are going to jail for marijuana smoke. How is that? That's not right. You go to jail for smoking marijuana in Rhode Island, but in parolees in New York and all these other states, they're on camera, they can smoke. You know what I'm saying? We always catch up last. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can try to get out of debt. I don't know. I don't know the fiscal and I don't know all of that. But what I'm saying is they'll save some money somehow. This is wasted money. Sending men and women back to prison for marijuana smoke. You can have themselves for somebody else. You're giving themselves up for marijuana smoke. That's not right. That's not right at all. Hey, man, shout out to DJ Capone, man. He'll be at 148 Saturday, man. You got to check him out, man. You got to get there, man. Get the tickets, man. $15 in the ticket, man. $20 at the door, man. Check it out. You got to check it out, man. It's going to be dope, man. You know how DJ Capone does it. Straight from Harlem. That's my dude. You understand what I'm saying? No bullshit. You know what I mean? So, yes, they do. Weed is definitely a natural plant. It's a cycle that ain't the only money scam they're pulling. Oh, nah, Tristan, I know. They're pulling all kinds of scams. Oh, there's scams going on right in our faces in our communities. That's what I'm saying. The kids don't got no, you know, when I was growing up, we used to go outside and see the drug dealers all out there with the big chains, the two-finger rings, the Benz, the Supras. See, you don't see that now. Everybody's hiding. So you know what the kids do? They go and watch these video games and stuff. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Benny. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You as well, brother. What age should this child get out the house? Boy or girl? Okay, I'm going to give you I got you. Thank you, Benny. Now, Benny just asked me a question. All right, this is what my opinion and my opinion only. I think a child should get out the house when a child starts acting like that he's a man and she's a woman. That's my opinion. When you stop cleaning, you start coming home late. When you start disrespecting the house and the rules of the house. Once you get bigger than the rules of the house, that's when you gotta go. So if you think you get bigger than the rules, like I did, I thought I was bigger than the rules at, I think I was 13. I was 13 when I went and lived with my dad. Yeah, I thought I was at 13. So my mom said, "You want to go do that? Go ahead." So I had to learn the hard way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're bigger than that, you don't pay bills. Once a girl starts trying to bring boys in the house, I don't play that. I don't play that. I don't know. There's a lot of parents that they're different. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them old school parents. I don't play that boys in the house. There's a curfew. There's rules and regulations. There's what you can't wear, what you can't. Yes, them are the kind of strict rules. You know what I'm saying? That I'm on. I'm not on that new parenting. Oh yeah, you and your boyfriend can come here as long as you fuck in my house, and you blow him in my bathroom, and you guys fuck in my tub, and you do all this shit under the roof here. You guys smoke weed in my house, and no, I'm not with that. I'm not letting my kids smoke weed in the house with me. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like we was. We had to sneak. My mother never let me smoke in front of her. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, man? I never lit a joint in front of my mother, man. These kids like joints in front of their mothers and stuff. Nah, that's when you got too old, man. That's when I'm not with that. My mother would have took my weed off me and beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for that. Well, that's my hour. I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. You already know what's up. I'll see y'all.
C23. Pack your shit. Hey, Thomas, let's go. Yo, one love, yo. They let me out this bitch, now I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, no longer trapped. Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living while that shit is soon end. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced it. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Little Estate on the map. You can visit Lil Rody, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how it go, nigga, no longer trap. If you're feeling this shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me a few minutes and you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get clapped, then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more. Yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Yo, I'm no longer trapped.